The quarterback, Elijah McCloskey, had the pursuit angle. Watch this.
Yeah, they just got pass happy. They run so much, but at the end of the half, they have to throw it. And Logan Blake he just knew exactly where the ball was going, jumped in front of it, and took off. Only McCluskey had a chance, and he didn't really have a chance with that guy. I mean, he is a big dude, especially lower body, strong. Trying to tackle him would be tough. We saw him last week at the away game, and I told him, those are some of the biggest gaps I've ever seen.
What his teammate said, not normal.
Yeah.
Third career pick six. Take it to the house for 88. Taylor, and you said it before that play, they knew they get the ball to start the second half.
Right.
That was going according to script.
Devastating.
For Taylor.
Devastating.
And instead, it's an 88-yard pick six by Logan Blake.
A catastrophe, really. I mean, that hurts deeply.
It is right there in front of them, and the Marian defense stands tall. Pomeli puts this high into the air. Trojans will bring it out. Out near the 30-yard line is Darian Taylor.
Most impressed by Marian to answer that long touchdown. I mean, they almost had a 3-and-out. They're able to complete that and then drive all the way down and score a touchdown. And then Taylor uses that momentum from the touchdown, throw still, and drive all the way down the field. And then Marian just so timely to get that pick six. I mean, it just really crushes the spirit of the Trojans.
Second defensive touchdown of the season. Marian had a pick six week one against Madonna. So now Taylor will hand it off on a sweep. Going far out to the side and then being shoved out of bounds is Jacob Cleaver. 12 seconds on the clock. They do have the wind at their back. If they could perhaps get it to midfield, maybe McCloskey has a chance to send one down.
Yeah, why not?
Cleaver takes it out to the 43. 33-7 Marian. What a flip, what a turn on that pick six. McCloskey then will take it himself. He will have room to run, and he will be brought down. And now you do have an opportunity, I think, with 5 seconds left. You got a chance to put this ball in the end zone.
Yeah, that's even better now from where they were. Obviously, the extra yard is just not quite as much of a heave. So, yeah, definitely doable here. What a move. Oh, what a move by McCloskey there.
Jay Sean Underwood tackled him.
That was Alex Griffith who got shook out of his shorts there.
There's the coaching staff.
I think he was in because Logan Blake is still trying to catch his breath from going 90 yards to the house.
There's the big
you can
pick
see
six.
it on his face.
Man, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Gotta catch my breath.
Uh-oh, trumpets.
Mets are looking to close this game out. That might have been a closer play right there by number 6 on that 88-yard pick six.
It could have been. I had hesitation in saying that with it still being the second quarter, but a play like that just really takes the wind out of the other team's sails.
And
totally
like you said,
flips the score there.
They're trying to score and know that they get the ball to open up the third quarter. Taylor is looking for the double scores.
Right.
And perhaps you're looking at a game that's 26-21.
Right, exactly.
I mean, a lot has to happen, but that 88-yard pick six changes everything.
Sure does.
Now you've got 5 seconds to go, 40 yards. Pressure up the middle. McCloskey fires it. He's got the distance, and it will be intercepted by Clay Campbell. Campbell was out there. It was a one-on-one situation.
Coach Stin very excited about that one.
Campbell's first pick of the year, third of his career.
Couldn't end a half any better than that for Marian. Really, really, really well done. Both sides of the ball. Nice job. Clay Campbell just going up to get it.
Marian. It's not been easy.
No.
But the defense stands tall. Logan Blake, you're looking at him hustle 88 yards for a pick six. The third defensive touchdown in his career. That's a new school record. Number 5, Marian leading at the half. 33-7 here on Comcast NISC Sports Network.
Meet Kate. She has a lot to juggle. Family, work, it can lead to trying days and tired nights. But we know Kate, and at Indiana Members Credit Union, we know at some point her space at a premium life may change. IMCU is here to help Kate and you find your space. Now, add on or remodel with an introductory rate of 1.9% APR on a home equity line of credit. Today, it's all about Kate. Tomorrow, it's all about you. Because at IMCU, it's you that matters.
Own a home? Here's a tip. Don't dump your garbage in the street. Neighbors get fussy about that sort of thing. Instead, count on Ray's Trash to haul it away. Ray's can supply 96-gallon waste and recycling bins that'll make you the envy of the cul-de-sac. And when you need a roll-off container for that big job, guess who's going to be there for you? That's right, Ray's. Your filth needs a place of its own. Ray's Trash will move it there. You know where to go.
Ray'sTrash.com.
Ray's Trash.
What's better than 100 pieces of pepperoni? How about 150 pieces of Donato's crispy pepperoni? Yep, the Pep 150 is back with more of what you love, piled edge to edge on that golden thin crust. It's pepperoni topped with pepperoni and more bang for your pepperoni buck. Now get a large Pep 150 for just $1 more than a large pepperoni pizza. Donato's, every piece is important.
Marian University is like a home to me.
Campus is where I made friends that I know will last a lifetime.
Academics, sports, or arts, Marian's got something for you.
Plus, downtown Indy is just 10 minutes away from campus.
I'm a huge sports fan. Living in Indy, I've got the Knights, the Colts, and the Pacers.
Applying was so fast and easy.
I went to Marian for the education, but what I took away was the experience.
Marian University offers an exceptional education and an unforgettable experience. Apply today for full scholarship consideration at marian.edu.
This is the Pepsi for America's best barbecue. Worthy of 100-mile detours and 1,000 likes. Looks good. This is the Pepsi for mopping, dipping, and dousing. Whatever you're craving, this is the Pepsi for you. This is the Pepsi for serious fans and serious eats. This is the Pepsi for Sundays at the ballpark and days off at your favorite pizza joint. Right, Aaron?
Best slice in New York.
Whatever you're craving, this is the Pepsi for you.
Happy homecoming here on the campus of Marian University. I mean, folks, first day of October. The weather here in the Circle City is absolutely perfect.
Does it get any better?
If you are not here,
does it get any better than this?
I hope you're watching this on some kind of tablet device. Watch it somewhere online on the ISC, or you logged in for Comcast, and you are enjoying outside, because this is picture perfect, and Marian leads 33-7 here at half on homecoming. Zach Graves, that was an entertaining first half. Both teams did what they do best. Just Marian's a little bit better on that defensive side of the ball than Taylor.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about before the game how Taylor wants to possess the ball. They want to put drives together. And that's what we saw Marian do, a good mix of pass and run on each drive, just everything really working. Bundalo a little inaccurate at times, but for the most part, just moving the ball down the field, picking up first downs, getting scores, finishing drives with a kick every time, no turnovers, very few penalties. And then Taylor really had a chance at the end to bring it within a couple scores and get the ball back, and just a huge game-changing moment for Logan Blake to make this score the way it is with 33-7.
Yeah, Marian, whenever they had the football, they knew exactly what to do with it. Marian had the ball twice in the first quarter, both drives resulting in touchdowns. They had an 8-play, 75-yard touchdown drive that resulted in a Reichert touchdown run. Then they had an 11-play, 74-yard touchdown drive, ended up in a Christian Hunter reception. And then the Marian offense, well, really, that second, the Marian had it 2 times in the second quarter. Both of those drives resulted in a touchdown, and then the defense gets on the board. Here's a look at some stats for you from this first half. Marian, 255 yards of total offense, 208 yards for Taylor. For Marian, they have thrown the ball for 169 yards. But the most efficient quarterback in the nation coming into today, not very sharp. Zach Bundalo was not sharp, but he did get some chunk plays when he was able to complete the ball.
Yeah, we saw early on just kind of a little juiced up. When you missed that first long ball and kind of sailed it, I think that kind of, got in his head a little bit because then he was high on a couple more passes. But the swing passes to Hunter, those easy completions to Pressler, a couple really nice balls on the sideline to Pressler, actually. You could see him just, settle into the game and then get a little more comfortable, and then he was back to the old Bundalo. But for the most part, everything working offensively.
110 yards passing for Taylor. Of course, the big play, they had an 80-yard touchdown pass, a one-play drive that came with just under 12 minutes to play in the second quarter. Rushing yards, let's see if we can find this. You've got 86 for Marian, 98 for Taylor. Neither team has really been able to run it and have the big explosive plays. Marian averaging 3.9 a carry, 4.7 per carry right now for Taylor. It's just both teams right now just trying to see and lean on each other. Which line will start to exert their will more than the other? That's why that pick 6 by Blake is so huge, because Taylor might have felt they were starting to gain that advantage on the front 7, trying to close out the half, and the linebacker makes the play of the game.
No, I agree completely. I mean, you really saw Taylor's offensive line really start to get more movement as the game went on, especially that last drive. We've talked about it a lot, but just really demoralizing when you have a scoring flip like that, when you have a potential to get 2 scores and then you give up one. It's tough to recover from that.
Homecoming. The king and queen here at the court. Big weekend here with homecoming, with so many alumni coming back. Perfect weather. You're playing an in-state team and taking on Taylor. Then you look ahead to next Saturday. You'll take on in-state rival Indiana Wesleyan. 6:05 will be the kickoff under the lights. Another huge alumni weekend next weekend as Marian celebrates 15 years of college football. We'll talk more about that game in the second half as we look forward to that matchup. When you look at the stats from today, Bundalo 11 of 18, 169 yards and a touchdown. His counterpart, McCloskey, 4 of 8, 110 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks. Running the ball, Christian Hunter, 10 carries for 39. Baron Hebler, 7 carries for 27 yards. Jake Reichert, 5 carries for 20 yards, 2 touchdowns, all of those coming in the Wildcat when Marian is at the goal line. For Taylor, Dylan Scally, 10 carries for 32 yards. Damon Hockett, 4 carries for 31. Jacob Cleaver has a 15-yard carry. Brendan Lamb had 3 carries for 9 yards. He limped off early in the first quarter, and we have not seen Lamb since. Ja Thomas with a carry, and Stephen Ellis with a carry as well. Receiving-wise, 3 catches for Jake Reichert, Christian Hunter with 3, Jacob Pressler with 2, Stevens, Young, and Byerly all with 1 catch. 37 yards receiving for Reichert, 46 receiving yards for Jacob Pressler, leads the Marian team. For Taylor, receiving-wise, 2 catches for Sonicson, 2 catches, 82 yards. He had the big 80-yard touchdown run. Stephen Ellis had a 22-yard catch. That was on a big 4th down. And then Jordan Gross, the tight end, had a nifty little pitch play that was a pass play as well. Marian getting the job done on the scoreboard, 33-7. Again, the big play, the 88-yard touchdown return, the pick 6 by Logan Blake with under a minute to play before halftime. We're at the break. The Knights leading the Trojans 33-7 here on Comcast and ISC Sports Network.
I've always liked Indianapolis. I've been interested in the bigger city life. The community and everything fell into place.
With my degree, I plan on becoming a pediatric nurse. Indianapolis has several hospitals and different options to choose from as to where I should go.
I chose Indianapolis because I love the Pacers, I love the Colts, and this is a basketball city. I just wanted to stay in the city, play in front of my friends and family, and try to give Marian my best.
Who's got time for hot dogs and disco music? Your mind's cluttered with thoughts of commercial waste removal. So thank the good Lord above for Ray's Trash. Ray's will collect the intolerable rubbish at all your company's locations up to 6 times a week. That's 42 times in dog weeks. They shred documents and recycle too. And Ray's has roll-off containers for big loads, like construction waste or when your giant dies. Got a business? Get yourself to raystrash.com.
raystrash.com.
Ray's Trash.
Meet Zach. Day and night, rain or shine, even just out for a spin, Zach gets around. But we know Zach, and at Indiana Members Credit Union, we know he's been saving up to trade up. IMCU is here to help Zach and you drive your dream. Now get financing as low as 2.99% APR on a new or used vehicle. Today, it's all about Zach. Tomorrow, it's all about you. Because at IMCU, it's you that matters.
Still waiting? You could have been seen by an orthopedic specialist at Ortho Indy Urgent Care. Avoid the wait, cost, and drama of the ER. Ortho Indy Urgent Care. Orthopedic care without the drama. Find a location near you. Still waiting? You could have been seen by an orthopedic specialist at Ortho Indy Urgent Care. Avoid the wait, cost, and drama of the ER. Ortho Indy Urgent Care. Orthopedic care without the drama. Find a location near you.
Who's got time for hot dogs and disco music? Your mind's cluttered with thoughts of commercial waste removal. So thank the good Lord above for Ray's Trash. Ray's will collect the intolerable rubbish at all your company's locations up to 6 times a week. That's 42 times in dog weeks. They shred documents and recycle too. And Ray's has roll-off containers for big loads, like construction waste or when your giant dies. Got a business? Get yourself to raystrash.com.
raystrash.com.
Ray's Trash.
Meet Chip. 30 years ago, he started a small business with a big idea. Today, there's a new building, a new fleet of equipment, and a new era of leadership. But we know Chip, and at Indiana Members Credit Union, we know he plans to keep growing, building business with the next generation. IMCU is here to help with secure and simple account management tools and commercial financing to grow business. Today, it's all about Chip. Tomorrow, it's all about you. Because at IMCU, it's you that matters.
Marian leading here at the half, 33-7. We'll get to the highlight package here in just a second. But Tom O'Brien, Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, says if saving money is important to you, visit Tom O'Brien Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, a proud sponsor of Marian Athletics. Tom O'Brien is Indy's preferred Jeep dealer, 2 locations and the biggest Jeep inventory in Indiana. And to show support, Tom O'Brien will donate $200 to Marian for every car any student, check, parent, okay, employee, okay, or friend of Marian buys. You know what that means. That's everybody.
Okay.
That's, I mean, if you're, that's it. You, hey, my name's Scott, that's Zach, we're friends. Everyone is now involved in this. So whenever anyone buys, and you mentioned the promo from Marian, $200 will be donated. So go Knights and go to Tom O'Brien and see how our family works for you since 1933. Well, let's take a look at these highlights. And very early on, Marian received the first kick of the game, and Ben Stevens, what a one-handed grab. And Marian scores on an 8-play, 75-yard drive. And then the defense was making plays. The offense is making plays. Just an incredible, really efficient offensive first half.
Yeah, I mentioned most everything was working offensively, especially for Reichert and those touchdowns with the blocking outside. Take a look at these guys just moving white jerseys back and creating space. And a really good job in the receiving department as well. Just making guys miss.
Reichert getting down to the 1. Christian Hunter would then get in there for his second touchdown. Marian on offense had the ball 4 times. They scored 4 times. This was the biggest play of the game for Taylor. They went 80 yards on 1 play, and they have had their moments on special teams as well.
Yeah, definitely with the blocked extra point and caused a missed field goal early in the game as well. And they had some drives going offensively. Just that turnover really killed them.
Yeah, they started to drive in here, did Taylor. 40 seconds to go. They start to get the ball inside the red zone. So now you've got 30 seconds to play, and they want to try and punch this ball in, knowing that they received the second half kick. and they come up short as they throw the Hail Mary, and Clay Campbell has that interception, and Marian, there's the defensive coordinator, Tyler Stinn coming out there, once again holds and keeps Taylor out of that end zone. Just a terrific performance, and you have to give a lot of credit, I think, to this Marian defense because you're playing an offense you don't normally see in the triple option.
Right.
But they don't ever huddle. So it is an up-tempo triple option, and that defense, they were gassed on that last drive. They were starting to give up some yardage. They were just losing some of their legs because the normal rotation players were not coming in.
Yeah, it's an adjustment, and really we're still, kind of early in the season in the way Marian came out of camp and then had a bye week in week 2 and then, came back in a night game and then on the road and now back home again. Like there's it's hard work to prepare for a different offense every week, and especially something as different as the triple option look is. So, yeah, credit to them for being ready for today and playing the way they have so far. You mentioned those subs and those rotations that they're used to. So to have those kind of long drives and keep your legs and get off the field like that is really well done.
Well, now as we enter week 4 of the college football season, that means everyone now is involved in conference play. And for Marian now, from here on out, they will only play opponents in the Mid-States Football Association Mid-East side. And that means there's some big games around the league today. You have any scoreboard updates? You've got number 15 Concordia at number 9 Indiana Wesleyan. The Wildcats of Iowa sitting at number 9. That's who Marian plays next Saturday.
Yeah, Concordia was able to come out of the first half and get a score, but missed the extra point in the third quarter. So now it is 23-13, Indiana Wesleyan with the lead.
Yeah, and Concordia.
In the fourth is started.
It's already in the fourth now.
Yeah.
And Concordia, if they were to lose, would fall to 1-3.
Tough.
And I think if you're Concordia, that means your playoff chances are put to rest. The other big game right now is up in Michigan in the suburbs of Ann Arbor. Siena Heights hosting number 22 St. Francis. The Cougars trying to bounce back from a loss last week at home against St. X. They're struggling right now at Siena Heights.
Yeah, and we talked about during the break, Siena Heights is not an easy place to play, especially coming off a night game, heartbreaking loss to St. X, then go on the road up to Adrian, Michigan, and play Siena Heights, and they're struggling right now. Siena Heights has the lead. 8 minutes to go in the third quarter, 10-3 over St. Francis.
And Siena Heights historically always has a very good top 20 defense in the nation.
Yes.
And if St. Francis were to lose that game, they would fall to 2-2. So if St. Francis and Concordia lose, next week's game here in Indianapolis against Indiana Wesleyan, it becomes the biggest game of the year. It's already going to be the NAIA National Game of the Week, as you're looking at currently the 5th-ranked Marian Knights potentially being undefeated, and the 9th-ranked Indiana Wesleyan Wildcats. They would be coming in at 3-1. Their lone loss was outside of NAIA play. Not only is that the national game of the week, that becomes the Mid-States game of the week, and we know how important it is to win that Mid-States East side of the MSFA.
I mean, it really becomes the MSFA. I know it's October, but it really becomes the MSFA championship game. It's those two teams with Concordia, their record standing the way it is, and St. Franny, if they were to lose again today, and their record being 2 losses, I mean, it's going to be tough for those guys to win the East. So next week is huge.
Still 30 minutes to go in this one. Marian will kick it away, and we'll see Taylor on offense. But the 5th-ranked Knights leading big at the half. You're watching Marian football on Comcast and the ISC Sports Network.
Pepsi's always had great taste. Today, try great taste with zero sugar. This is the Pepsi with zero compromises. This is Pepsi Zero Sugar.
The minute I stepped foot on campus, I didn't want to leave.
Everyone here is about helping you succeed.
It's hard work, but it's totally worth it.
I have so much support from my advisors.
The nursing program is why I chose Marian.
I'm studying to be a teacher.
I'm a business major.
My professors really challenge me, and I know I'll be ready for my career.
A great education is the best thing you could ever do for yourself.
Marian University, an exceptional education and an unforgettable experience. Apply today for full scholarship consideration at marian.edu.
We are back, and the breakout star in fall camp as you get ready for the season was a redshirt freshman from Plymouth, Indiana. Coming into the season, you might not have known the name Jake Reichert. You do right now if you're a Marian Knight. He has now been installed in a Wildcat offense, and he's having his best receiving day. 3 catches. That's a big-time target and a big target, a physical target for Zach Bundalo.
Yeah, and you mentioned that, how big he is. He's listed as 6'1", 205. He looks bigger than that to me, and especially out of that Wildcat, he does, have similar body type to Krishan Hogan. He's a bigger guy. So, he's quite the weapon, and this what you mentioned in fall camp. That was the one name. There's always one guy who surprises you during camp, and Jake Reichert was that guy for 2022.
You were that surprise guy. Was that 10? Because then in 2010, they were like, I'll tell you what.
I was never that surprised.
Surprising in the other way? Man, this guy has really surprised us. Short kick by Paul Mealy, and Marian all over it, and they knocked that ball out. What a great call on the special teams to pooch it. And they come out and they hammer right there. Soon as that catch is made, they're all over him. Really nice way to come out, kind of get a little hit in and say, hey, it's a new half.
Yeah, Gollier looks like the guy delivering the pain. Take another look at this sky kick, and bam! Oh, that's an upback, too. He's not a guy usually used to catching that kickoff return. As soon as he gets it in his hands, he is met with authority.
Good job by Taylor to get that ball back into their hands. Marian is an incredible 71-5 under Mark Hanniger when leading at the half.
Oof, that is nice.
That is pretty good numbers right there, 71-5. McCloskey puts it up into the air, and it's caught right in front of Underwood, who delivers the hit. But a first down gain as they come out slinging it with the wind at their back.
Yeah.
They appear to want to throw it more to the Trojans.
Yeah, so far going this way, of their 9 attempts, at least 7 or 8 have been while they're going towards this end zone. And Marian drops back in the zone. 2 guys in the same area on that route, and just a good ball from McCloskey again.
That's a 24-yard gain on first down and 10. They quickly put it in Knights territory. They'll hand it off. Dylan Scally turns the corner. He has the first down again. The cornerback, Jay Sean Underwood, has to be that last man to shove him out of bounds.
Now they're picking up right where they left off. They were moving the ball better and better at the end of that first half, and to start this third quarter, they're coming out of the gates.
2 plays, 2 first downs. This is a busted play. They'll pitch it out. Logan Blake sprints out there, and he'll grab that running back from behind and drop him down.
Great pursuit. A little help from Tyler Bucher as well. But, yeah, sideline to sideline, chasing guys down and making plays. That's what Logan Blake does.
No gain, second down and 10. Now, there's a little bit of substitution here. I suppose if Marian wanted to really roll the dice, but this is just the 4th play to open up this second half. Everyone should be rested. But Marian has just been unable to really bring in those defensive replacements that they're accustomed to doing. McCloskey pitches. Running out of bounds is Jacob Cleaver. Brendan Lamb, their leading rusher, exited the game early on in the first quarter, really the first drive.
Yeah, and he was the main guy that you wanted to stop.
He had 3 touches, and he has not been in the game since.
Yeah,
so now you have
Scally. Yeah.
Yep, Scally and Cleaver, so you move the depth chart just a bit. McCloskey drops it. He'll just do what you're supposed to do, and that's to run straight ahead. But now you're going to bring up a 4th down and 5.
Yeah, a lot of motion going on. I think he just lost focus there for a second, took his eyes off the ball and drops it. But like you said, picked it up, got what he could. Yeah, you mentioned those 2s at defensive line. We saw some really good performances for Marian last week from Joe Apata and Brock Carrington. Alex Money has played well early on in the season, had a couple sacks a couple weeks ago. Very deep at defensive line, Marian is.
4th down and 5. McCloskey. And he'll lob it up for the end zone, and it's over the target. The wide receiver kind of gave up on it a little bit.
Tough call on 4th
Hudson
down.
Holbein sort of paused a bit around that 10-yard line, didn't keep running on that route, a little miscommunication. And they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, he's just not really going all out at all, just kind of jogging in that route. And I don't know if the ball was even delivered accurately, even if it was running hard, but odd call on 4th and down to go for a longer pass, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and the wind at the back, we've seen that ball kind of sail when the teams have been going in that direction of the field. So now Zach Bundelow in the Marian offense. It's been a while since they've been on the field. Baron Hebler holds that ball up high.
Yeah.
Nice little stutter step. Hebler makes a man miss. He is into the Trojans territory, able to carry it down near the 40-yard line.
Darren Dillon. Love this guy. Senior leader on this offensive line. Take a look at number 72 on this pull. Just completely swallows the linebacker, Owen Kitt, and gives Hebler room to run on the outside. That is just a perfect block from Darren Dillon.
29-yard game and a way to make people miss in space as well. Safety Reed Wheeler, number 42, had a look at Hebler. Couldn't get it done. Play action. Bundelow going up top. He's got a man wide open, and C.J. Young is in the end zone.
Excellent. A little behind him, didn't matter. He's so open. He just had to lean back and catch that one. And another touchdown for the Knights.
I mean, Marian right now is really getting some confidence out of Bundelow and the big strike play. They did this last week against Mobap a couple of times, and they'll hit you big. Marian teams of the past might start to run it a little bit to wear you down. Now with Bundelow, they'll air it out. An excellent catch by Young, his first touchdown reception of the season.
Yeah, Ben Stevens with those deep post routes. 2 touchdowns last week on that route. Now this time, C.J. Young. And was that missed again?
The officials are coming together to talk. It was like, what'd you see? I don't know. What did you exactly see? They're like, I mean, it wasn't great, but was it inside?
Did they ever get a call?
I didn't see anything. So we think one on the left said that it was good. The scoreboard says it was good.
Okay. I never saw the call, but that's okay.
All right, let's check this out. Here we go. We'll watch the officials.
Oh, Suns and I. That's the problem.
There we go. Get loose. Hammy. All right. Let's see what we got here.
Oh, man.
This is great
This is
camera
good
work
stuff.
by the guys. Here it is.
Oh, there it is. Okay, all right.
He goes,
good.
are you sure?
Hey, did you
I'm
see
pretty
that?
sure.
Okay.
I got the sunglasses on. Well, I had to shield my. No, man, that was good.
He does. The guy on the left has the shades.
He has the shades.
So
He's like, no, man, I'm good.
Yeah, I saw
All
it.
right, you good
That's
now? Let's get out of here.
Let's
All right,
go.
kick is good.
That's great stuff.
Well, Young is on the touchdown board this season. And after the extra point, Marian leads 40-7, 11:43 to play. Love the fact that the camera's ISO'd the officials. O'Mealy short kick. Darren Taylor comes up. 25. Makes a man slip out to the 30-yard line. That's ISO cam the officials.
That's excellent. It's interesting to me, too. You mentioned C.J. Young with his first touchdown of the season. How after a game where you catch 7 balls for 284 yards, just 1 for 30 today from Ben Stevens. But that is the Marian offense. They have it could be any guy's day. And today it's been Pressler. We saw a little bit of Byerly, and now C.J. Young. Like, there's weapons. And Reichert, obviously, with a big day. I mean, it could be anyone's afternoon.
And on Stevens' only catch, he only needed one hand.
Yeah.
He'll hand it out to Scally, trying to run up that dive. And we talked about the big key defense was to stop that dive. And for the most part, they have done it. There's just been some really good ball fakes and some deception from the quarterback that have created some of the big plays.
Yeah, some of the bigger ones were the quarterback keepers, where they killed the dive, and then the quarterback was able to find some room. A couple sweeps, 1 or 2 pitches have gone for a few yards. So the key was to stop the dive, and they've done so.
That ball's on the ground.
Oh!
Marian's going to scoop.
Scoop and score. Oh, he's so close. Oh, Tyler Majors 5 yards shy of the scoop and score.
Tyler Majors, the fifth-year senior.
I love to see a big guy score a touchdown.
He wanted a big guy touchdown.
I wanted a big guy touchdown so bad.
That ball is on the turf.
Oh.
They're smiling. It's like, guys, I've been out here all day.
I'm exhausted.
Look at this, the scoop, the go, and then
rumbling, a stumbling, just shy.
I tell you what, great effort there. Ja Thomas says, not today.
He did. He had a good start, too. He was so close.
So Marian really starting to put this game well out of reach.
What a cool visor, too. The yellow shade. Sharp.
1st and goal to go in the Ortho Indy red zone at the 5-yard line. Bundalo has Hebler behind him. Gives.
Oh, what a pull
Hebler,
by Dillon.
Touchdown.
Oh, Darren Dillon. Oh, yeah. Good stuff today. Really good stuff up front.
After the fumble and the Majors return.
The shotgun celebration. Oh, I love these guys. I love offensive linemen. Have I ever told you that?
You have. You
Okay.
have. Have you? Yes, you have.
Yeah,
you have.
once or twice.
All right, Pomelion for the extra point. Marian up 46-7. And the kick, that one's good. That one is good.
Shotgun Selly. I can't believe it.
I mean, let's see this. I want to see some offensive linemen go to work right now.
Oh, man.
Right? I mean, what an incredible drive. You have the fumble. You get it here. Let's see it.
Watch 72. He pulls and just buries his guy. I mean, that's just good stuff right there.
And then you see Hebler comes over.
Little Selly, little shotgun here. All right, finish him off. I love it.
That's Hebler and Dillon with the celebration. Darren Dillon.
Having fun today.
He's a first-team All-League center, 6'3", 290-pound. Hard to believe, 5th-year senior.
Yeah, he's been here forever.
It's Darren Dillon.
He's been here so long.
His older brother, Brandon, of course, an all-league, all-world tight end, has spent time in the NFL. Most recently, full-time with the Minnesota Vikings, ended up with camp. Look at this.
There you go.
They switch sides.
Yeah,
I
switch
got
sides.
you. There it is.
The sun's a little brighter on the other side, so he had to switch them because he had the
Look
shades.
at that. They were on it that
No,
time.
that makes sense. That makes sense right there. I like that.
Hey, you go over here. You sure? Yeah.
I got
Boom,
the
what do you
shades.
think? Got this one. Got it. So a big fumble. And Marian makes it work. Hebler punches it in. Lots of celebrations right now. 47-7. At the 5, Darren Taylor. He's been busy today, and this one is just shy of the 24. I'll tell you what, Zach, if you were at halftime watching this game with a minute left,
oh yeah,
Marian's up 26-7, but Taylor has the ball at the inside the 20-yard line driving. If you stepped away and came back, you would be shocked to see that Marian has put up 3 touchdowns in that amount of time.
Well, hopefully you wouldn't step away with only 1 minute to go, but I know what you mean. I know what you mean. You could probably wait till halftime to make that sandwich, but if you did, you missed a lot.
You really need me to go to the store? It's almost halftime. McCloskey pitches it late. Scally then turns the corner, and he breaks through a tackle, and he's out of bounds.
He's ran hard today, Scally. That's one thing that Taylor won't do. They won't fold. They'll keep playing. They'll keep coming at you. Over the years, they've always played Marian tough. I mean, they're not going to quit. That's just not in their DNA.
Marian on top by 40. Here's the give up the middle and wrapped up and driven backwards. You're into the arms on that defensive line of Chauncey Mays. Well, what was happening before halftime? Taylor was starting to move the ball down the field. There's 30 seconds to go. They know they were going to get the ball in the third quarter, but then Logan Blake jumps a slant, takes it 88 yards on the pick six, and Marian's offense, when every time they've touched the ball today, they've scored. That again. Ball is out.
Oh,
it's still
out.
on the ground.
Scoop and score.
Chauncey Mays picks it up.
Dang it.
That ball's bouncing all over, and it's another turnover.
There it is. Majors with the fumble recovery on the last one. LN grad. Chauncey Mays, fumble recovery on this one. LN grad. The Lawrence North boys doing work. Look at that.
For Taylor, their last 4 possessions have ended in 88-yard pick six, a turnover on downs, fumble, fumble. And that's how you blow a game wide open. Chauncey Mays.
Well, we talked about that. There were no turnovers in the first half from either team until that pick six. And now, I mean, it's just completely opened up this game.
Here's Marian right now at that Ortho Indy red zone. Christian Hunter trying to run through a tackle, but he's not going to do it.
Yeah, nothing there for him.
Bryson Scott, the linebacker, hanging on.
We got, I think guards have switched out now. Darren Dillon and Cibula are still in, but everyone else is new.
Every time the Marian offense has been on the field, they have scored a touchdown.
Whew. Not bad.
Not bad. They have been good. Bundalo facing 2nd down and 9. Hunter behind him. Now to his side.
First flag we've seen in a while. Got some new linemen in, maybe some holding going on. Nice pull from new left tackle Ethan Waters on that play.
Excuse me. No.
Didn't catch the number, but we'll bring him back with a hold.
Penalty on Marian. So back up the Knights. So now we'll be 2nd down and 19 from the 29. Yeah, someone's fired up over there. I like it. Here's Bundalo. 2 wide receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Bundalo sets up the wide receiver screen. It's caught, and then you're immediately wrapped up.
Yeah, I had to slow up
dropped.
because the offensive lineman took a little too long to get out there, so kind of ran into his own guys and really nowhere to go.
Tyrese Spence.
Ethan Waters, that's a big man. That is 6'7", 290-pound junior there, number 79.
Yep, a lot of Lawrence North.
We saw him last week on the road. We're like, who is that guy?
Yes.
He is tall.
3rd down and 14. Bundalo looking, and he'll throw it, and it's just trying to squeeze it into a spot to Lamar Eccles, and it will not go. So it's now 4th down and 14 from the 24, and they're going to bring out Pomeli. Pomeli last week, a career-high 45-yard field goal. This one will be from 40 yards. He's 10 of 15 in his career.
Against the win, though.
2 of 2 this season. Let's see what Pomeli can do. It's been a bit of a struggle on the extra points. Kick is up. It is on the way, and he hooked it. So he pulled it left, and Marian fails to score for the first time when the offense takes the field.
Yeah, that was a tough kick.
8:04 to play in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a timeout. No, let's keep it right here. Sorry, I wanted to just make sure everybody's on their toes. Taylor's already sprinted out there onto the field. 47-7.
They're not messing around,
No,
Scott.
Taylor is going to work. But I can take this opportunity to tell you about Indiana Members Credit Union. Proud to support Marian University, and they offer a Marian University Knights debit card. Card is included when you open up a free IMCU checking account. Get your Marian University Knights debit card today. Show your support. Visit any IMCU branch or sign up online at imcu.com. Pass incomplete. Intended target was Hudson Holbein on the far side.
Yeah, probably not as much running here for Taylor. Still time, but they're down quite a bit. Trying to just sling it out a little bit in the air.
Aaron Mingo, 2nd-year head coach, 6-9 overall at Taylor, 3-2 to open up this season. First-time head coach, 14th in school history. Second down and 10 from the 23. McCluskey keeps it. Boy, he was hit and dropped quickly. Bucher makes the play.
Wow.
It is breezy out here. You set the football, and did you see that?
Just rolled away.
It is picked up a little bit. Started about 12 miles per hour, but it is gusting a little bit today. Under 7.5 to play in the third quarter. Marian on top 47-7. Third down and 10 from the 23. McCloskey steps up, but he'll be grabbed. Dion Pettiford wrapped him up and dropped him.
He's having a heck of a season.
He is. Really is. First time that he's been in that defensive line, redshirt freshman. Transfer from Indiana State, went to high school at Lawrence North, makes a big play on third down.
Yeah, and surprisingly, not too surprisingly because of the offense that Taylor runs, but that is the first sack of the day for Marian, 15 on the year coming into today.
Well, they give up about 2 a game, does Taylor.
Pettiford saw his 2 Lawrence North boys getting fumble recoveries and he said, let me get in the box score.
Osiki with his second punt. Jennings carries it out to the 50-yard line. 6:24 to play, third quarter. Marian leading Taylor 47-7 on Comcast and the ISC Sports Network.
Meet Chip. 30 years ago, he started a small business with a big idea. Today, there's a new building, a new fleet of equipment, and a new era of leadership. But we know Chip, and at Indiana Members Credit Union, we know he plans to keep growing, building business with the next generation. IMCU is here to help with secure and simple account management tools and commercial financing to grow business. Today, it's all about Chip. Tomorrow, it's all about you. Because at IMCU, it's you that matters.
Zach Bundelow swings it out in the flat, and the catch is made by his tight end, Nick Miller, and then he's immediately met after the catch. First catch of the year, though, for Miller on a little swing pass. Back to the line of scrimmage.
Thought we were going to get a little more of a collision here. Severt, the cornerback, had a chance to lay a lick, but just kind of, meets him for just a basic tackle.
Miller, 6'4", 245 pounds. Often used as that second tight end. Byerly primarily the pass-catching tight end. Here's a give to William Gibson, and he cannot string it out as he's brought down. Good open field wrap-up tackle made by Sivert. That time, just again, making the play.
Yep, 2 in a row. Just, make sure you don't miss the tackle. Come up, wrap him up. Nice job by Christian Severt.
Third down and 10 for Marian. Wide receivers right now, Spence, Jennings, and Eccles. Bundelow, the starting quarterback, still out there. He has backups all around him. Bundelow looking left, looking for Spence, and it's caught over the middle. He'll turn the corner, make a man miss. Carries it down to the 15-yard line.
My, oh my. That was a nasty move. Take a look at this. Whoop! Spun Severt all the way around. Oh my, whoop! Oh, lost my voice there a little bit.
35 yards on the pass completion.
Man, what a move.
Inside the Ortho Indy red zone, Gibson.
Oh,
and
Dylan
Gibson
again.
Plants it inside, and he'll fall short of the front pylon.
Darren Dillon on these poles is just—he's a wrecking ball.
Number 72, the big man right there.
Do not get in his way, or you will be punished. Once again, another knockdown. Take a look at number 72 on this pole. No work, no work, no work. Bam! Oh, I thought he knocked the other guy over. Still a nice block.
Goal to go at the 3. Gibson, the tailback. Eccles comes in motion. Gibson trying to lean his way, driving his legs, and he'll be just shy. Get him out to the 1. I don't know if Spence is going to be able to help Dylan out. That's a good effort. I mean, I like where your head's at.
It was a bad angle, too.
It was. You can't come at him in that direction. You're going to need to come around another way. You hear Darren go, I got it. Second down and 1. Marian looking to put 50+ on the board, and Gibson will do that into the end zone.
Nice job up front once again. Everybody covered up. And Gibson into the end zone.
And William Gibson finds the end zone for the 4th time this season.
Yeah, not bad for a third-string guy.
Yeah, he was already taking home a Mid-States East Player of the Week award for his work against Madonna. Finds the end zone there. 53. Pomeli looking to put 54 points on the board for Marian. Still 3.5 to play before the 4th. Kick is up. Ooh, I think that did sneak in. It did. Yep. They confirm it.
Good day on the ground for Marian. 135 rushing yards from multiple guys.
And you look at running backs to find the end zone. Hebler, Hunter, Gibson. Reichert can go in that mix, running out of the wild card. So lots of rushing touchdowns today. 5 on the ground for Marian. And Gibson has the 1-yard touchdown.
Yeah, and Hunter 1 on the ground, 1 through the air. Nice day for him.
Yep. You're right. Hunter's, yeah, you're right. He has the 2. You're right. A final up in Adrian, Michigan.
Yes.
Siena Heights taking on number 22, St. Francis. And St. Francis back-to-back losses. They miss a 50-plus yard field goal to try and tie it.
Yeah.
And Siena Heights gets a big win for the Saints as St. Francis falls now to 2-2 overall. And they suffer a league loss. That's big right now for the Cougars.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row. Last week was St. Xavier, who's on the west side. So it still doesn't count towards your conference record. But losing to Siena to open up MSFA East play is a tough look for them, looking to build off of an unsuccessful couple years with couple new coaching changes up there in Fort Wayne and back-to-back blocked kicks that, in the game.
Yeah.
That's tough.
And here's a miscommunication by Taylor. They'll scoop it up at the 15, and then they will go right down. It is a little miscommunication, and they've had plenty of chances on these, but 2 guys come together. Darian Taylor is the one that ends up with the ball, and then he has to take the punishment.
Yeah, Marian's kickoff unit has been really nice this year, but that's just miscommunication from Taylor. 2 guys going after it. No, I got it. And no kick return yards.
3:24 here in the 3rd quarter. Line of scrimmage is the 15-yard line for Taylor. Marian leading 54-7. Marian this quarter, touchdowns from C.J. Young. Touchdowns from Baron Hebler, and then from William Gibson. So far in this 3rd quarter, Marian's forced 2 fumbles. 2nd down and 6 from the 19-yard line. Oh my.
Okay.
Harris.
That was Griffith.
That's Griffiths come up and makes that hit.
What a pop.
Man, gain of 1. 3rd down and 5.
They'll come through unblocked, and oof, that is beautiful.
Boy, that's good. Leave
that's
your
a
feet.
perfect form tackle right there.
3rd down and 5. And McCloskey will not get back to the line of scrimmage. And Taylor will punt. Well, this defense has given up the 7 points. Marian in their last 10 Mid-East Conference home games, they're allowing only 10 points per game. Like, they are dominating.
That's pretty good.
East opponents here at home. There's the kicker, Pomeli, being worked on. He was limping around earlier in the first half as well.
That's no good.
But Marian, you look at their last 10 league games at home, giving up just 10 points a game.
That's really, really good.
Line drive punt. Jennings returnable from the 42. Good job to wrap him up after a gain of about 5. I mean, it's just an incredible job what they've done. And this defense now has given up just 2 touchdowns through 3 3/4 games. You look at Marian overall, and 7 points given up on this season was a pick 6. But this defense is going down as one of the best starts in school history.
Yeah, those you mentioned earlier in the broadcast, those 2011 and 2012 teams, pretty good. So to have numbers that are even comparable is quite impressive.
Yeah, Marian has just been forcing so many turnovers. You had 2 picks towards the end of the quarter, and then you got a couple of big men coming up to scoop up some fumbles as well.
Almost a scoop and score. So close.
47-yard line, passes complete, and then it was
out.
coming out as he came down to the turf.
Okay.
New quarterback is in, and that's James Arnold, and we do need to come clean on something for Mr. Arnold. Last week, Arnold threw the pick 6, the only points for Missouri Baptist.
Yes.
And you and I mentioned the fact that he stared down the receiver, threw it the whole way. It was easily telegraphed and picked off. Well, he did what he was supposed to do.
Yep.
A wide receiver, Jake Reichard, was supposed to block one of the DBs. He did not. The DB he didn't block is the one that streaked straight through and had the interception. Gibson into the clear. 10-5. Just shy. But William Gibson with a big breakout run.
I love how this guy just comes into the game and just gets long runs and scores touchdowns. I mean, this is the 3rd guy on the depth chart. 2 pretty good ones in front of him. Breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage, off to the races, almost into the end zone, but pursuit from Dawson Scally keeps him out.
44-yard gain, and as Gibson busts into the open and gets inside the Ortho Indy red zone, Greg Atkinson, a wide receiver, did a great job. Blake blocking the DB. There was no one in the secondary when Gibson was able to break free. Arnold turns Gibson looking for his 2nd score, but he's wrapped up in the middle. De'Aris Hope, number 46, wrestles him down.
Yeah, Hope's had a couple plays today where he's been in the backfield getting tackles. Nice job by him to shed the block and bring Gibson down.
How about a 3rd quarter by Marian? 21 points for the Knights. They head to the 4th, and the 5th-ranked Marian Knights leading Taylor 54-7 here on Comcast and the ISC Sports Network.
Pepsi's always had great taste. Today, try great taste with zero sugar. This is the Pepsi with zero compromises. This is Pepsi Zero Sugar.
I went to Marian for the education, but what I took away was the experience.
Marian University is like a home to me.
Plus, downtown Indy is just 10 minutes away from campus.
Marian University offers an exceptional education and an unforgettable experience. Apply today at marian.edu.
3 quarters in the books. Marian, a 21-point 3rd quarter, all over Taylor today, 54-7. Mark Henniger's squad on their way to 4-0, more importantly 2-0 in league play. 2nd down, goal to go. Arnold flags all over the place. Spence with an acrobatic attempt, but let's see what the penalties are.
Yeah, offsides, free play. Going for the fade ball, and very close.
And this is the part of the field. Offsides on De'Aris Hope. Got that excellent mic we can pick up. But real quickly, back to Arnold. He did throw that pick 6. It was a play where he took the snap, turned right, slung it to a wide receiver on a screen. On the surface, it didn't look very good.
No.
But then the coaches later explained, wide receiver missed on the play. And that goes to tell you, football, it really is all 11 guys.
Sure is.
One guy makes a mistake, and the quarterback looks like he's the one that caused the problem. Gibson runs behind the line, trying to extend across, and it'll be a 3rd down and goal to go.
Used to have an offense coordinator in high school who always talk about that. Even if we run the wrong play, if 11 guys are running the wrong play, it can still be successful. Everyone, it's 11, a team effort. All 11 guys got to be on the same page, and yeah, one mistake can lead to a pick 6 the other way.
So I guess what I'm telling James Arnold's family, we were hard on him.
We were
hard on him, but it wasn't completely his fault. 3rd down, goal to go. High snap, nice catch. Gibson driving.
Excellent.
He's laying in the end zone.
How does he not score?
There we go. There's the call. Gibson now with a pair of scores.
Second 2-touchdown performance this season for William Gibson.
We've talked about it all year. The depth in that running back room on Marian.
It's been like that long time. There's always been 3 or 4 guys deep here at Marian at the running back position. But yeah, some special guys in that room for sure. And there's a new rugby player that we might see run the ball today.
That's right. Here's the snap.
Oh,
And the kick is blocked again.
Oh, no.
And Pomeli had it blocked, and then he had to get in there on the tackle. We saw him being worked on.
Coach Code will not be happy about this.
Well, Marian might be dominating the score, but we know one thing they're going to work on this week.
Oh, it just gets pushed back so much.
Is that the second block of the day for Mansfield?
It was.
I mean, he's a handful at 6'4", 265.
Yeah, that was Hunter Hankins who just gets bullied back by Mansfield and gets his second block of the day.
Ray's Trash is a proud partner of Marian University. Year in and year out, Marian can count on Ray's Trash service. And the Michaelis Corporation. From ground-up building projects to around-the-clock emergency security services, no one answers your prayers or the phones quicker than Michaelis. Call 1-844-FIX-INDY. That guy right there has his hands on 2 kicks.
Yep.
Number 96.
He's a big dude, 6'4", 265-pound junior.
He's from Caledonia, Michigan.
It's not easy to block him, but he's just kind of bullied a couple guys.
Just went over and hooked up De'Aris Hope. Both of them are on the defensive line. Just gave him a squirt down the back.
Caledonia, Michigan.
That's right. 60 points. I think this is the most points Marian has scored in the season series against Taylor.
I believe you're right.
They've had some lopsided games here recently. Of course, the game where Johnny William had, what, that day, 5 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns, 3 through the air, 3 on the ground.
Yeah, one was one where he's double reverse, supposed to throw it.
Supposed to throw it?
Just took off. He's like, I'll take care of this.
Line of scrimmage is the 25 for Taylor. Still in it, quarterback Elijah McCloskey, the senior. He'll give, and that's a fullback dive. I think that's a new running back we're getting a chance to look at. No, that is Darian Taylor. He's been handling the kickoff return duties. Now they'll have him in there in the backfield.
You got a pulling guard, Bryce Bisvari, who comes around and he's just kind of like, you know, not really going forward, not looking for work. There wasn't initially any blue jersey in front of him. And because of his slowness, the running back ends up running to the back of him. When you don't have a guy on that pull block, you got to go hit something.
That time Marian's able to knife through and able to make the play. Alex Money.
Yeah, I like this guy. Young player who we haven't seen a ton of, but when he does come in, he makes plays. Redshirt freshman, 6'5", 255.
From Evansville. Playing on that defensive line.
Just deep. I mean, they're 8, 9, 10 guys deep at times that could all get the job done and be starters on other teams in the country for sure.
You know, and we talk about the running back depth. This school over the last half a dozen years has just been cycling through defensive linemen. Good tackle to come up and wrap and drop him on that far sideline. T.Y. Thomas.
Yeah, nice job by T.Y. Thomas to come up and make a tackle.
So 4th down and 11 on the 24-yard line. Clock running. Taylor punts it away from
Another
Jennings, and that one will head out of bounds. Well, before the offense heads out. Offensive coordinator Andy Mitchell's done his job today. You've got 60 points on the board for Marian. His offense has scored a touchdown every time they touched the ball. And they're going to have a little celebration tonight, aren't they?
Yeah. Yep, Coach Mitchell's daughter, Nora, turned 9 this week. She's watching the game at home. Happy birthday.
And that's a great age.
To Nora. Yeah,
9 is a great age. So happy birthday to Nora. Make your dad take you out. He's probably already has, but it's going to be a victory Saturday.
If he is ever in a good mood, he will be in the best mood after a win. So, yeah.
He is. It was, the one thing about being on the road was, getting to see some people, and, you're just so used to seeing them on game day the last couple of years.
Right.
You forget when you see them on the Friday nights and things like that. It's great to see the families, hear about the families and everything for all these coaches, the time they have to put in, the time that's here. I was here early and I was talking with some of the coaches about, today's game. Clay Emmerich was saying, it's a day game. I said, next week's the night game. Those are great. He goes, yeah, night games, but you're here late. You're back in the office early on Sunday. You just forget, because the work they put in.
Yeah.
Just how much time these families have to put in for all of this. So, Nora, happy 9th birthday, and look at turning the corner, heading toward the end zone, and we've got a touchdown. Keegan LaBelle has been such a bright spot. That's his second touchdown of the season.
I mean, every time he comes in, after Gibson is LaBelle, and he just makes plays himself. I mean, look at that. He's not, I think sometimes defenses are like, oh, this guy's not that quick. He is very quick. I mean, look at him get that edge and just take off, and bad angle from Evan McMillan. He just can't get to him. He's too fast.
And we were talking last week after the game with running back coach Chris Silva about LaBelle, and we made the comment, he's a little shiftier than you think. And he said, oh, yes, he is. Here's the extra point. The kick is up and good. He said, yeah, he can move his hips. He can move his shoulders. He can fit through some spots that the defense isn't expecting him to. And LaBelle turns the corner. Marian, 67 points on the board. 11:56 to play. You're watching the Knights on Comcast and the ISC Sports Network.
The minute I stepped foot on campus, I didn't want to leave.
Everyone here is about helping you succeed.
It's hard work, but it's totally worth it.
I have so much support from my advisors.
The nursing program is why I chose Marian.
I'm studying to be a teacher.
I'm a business major.
My professors really challenge me, and I know I'll be ready for my career.
A great education is the best thing you could ever do for yourself.
Marian University, an exceptional education and an unforgettable experience. Apply today for full scholarship consideration at marian.edu.
Still waiting? You could have been seen by an orthopedic specialist at Ortho Indy Urgent Care. Avoid the wait, cost, and drama of the ER. Ortho Indy Urgent Care. Orthopedic care without the drama. Find a location near you.
Keegan LaBelle with the 34-yard touchdown run, the fourth different running back, and then throw in the wide receiver Reichard playing the Wildcat. 5 different Knights have run the ball in today, and they are all over Taylor, 67-7. Most points scored by Marian in this series. Pomeli sends it high into the air, and that will find the end zone.
Yeah, you think about how much the game has changed over the years. Gone are the days of a workhorse running back and every down running back. There's just too many guys who can play the position, and Marian is 4 or 5 guys deep every year, so there's not going to be one guy carrying it 30 times like you sometimes saw Tevin Lake or Charles Sallery do. Now you're going to have a lot of guys with, 9, 8, 11 carries because all of them can get the job done.
Yeah, touchdowns today on the ground from running backs. Hebler, Hunter, Reichard, the wide receiver, and the Wildcat, Gibson, and now LaBelle. McCloskey will turn it up, and he will feel the brunt of that move.
Yeah, he will.
Wrapped up and dropped. They'll give his forward progress out to the 26-yard line.
Apata in there, number 91. Ricky Kwok coming up to make a hit as well. Yeah, back to kind of normal for Marian as far as the box score goes. We saw so many pass yards last week. This week a little more even. 258 through the air, 222 on the ground. But Taylor has done a pretty good job moving the ball for the most part. 244 total yards today offensively.
McCloskey makes a man miss, but the rest of them will not. He was able to shake Lucas Hines, but then the team comes in right behind him and cleans it up.
Yeah, you got fresh legs in there, guys just trying to make a play. Juiced up, standing on the sideline, celebrating their guys all day. Now it's their chance to come in.
Well, McCloskey had his helmet come off. Actually, that was not McCloskey that had his helmet come off. That was Damon Hockett. He's number, was that 13?
It was 13. It was
yeah, so
McCloskey.
Hockett, he's a quarterback out of New Pal High School. So he's played sporadically throughout the season. So he's popped in on a couple of plays. Here's McCloskey dropping back. Stands tall, slings it, and what a catch! Stopping and coming back, Jack D'Arcy.
Okay.
That's a season-long completion to number 80.
Not bad. Go up and get it.
Yes, he did.
Freshman. 150 pounds.
You remember that?
Never. That was like, what, 5th grade?
McCloskey slings it. This one's off the hands. Yeah, Jack D'Arcy from
Do
Elkhart.
I remember 150 pounds. Are you kidding me?
150-pound freshman. Now you're gonna rack your brain.
That was my lower body in college.
You're like, man, did I have the helmets, the sticker stripe on my helmet right from Pee Wee, right from day one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never lineman. As soon as they saw me, you're a lineman.
Hey, I'm here to play 3rd grade football. We'll get down to the 3-point stance.
Yeah.
Can you pull? What? See if you can do this. 2nd down and 10. McCloskey steps up. Delivers another one to D'Arcy, and that's going to be a flag. He tried the same move.
I was going to say, a lot of hands there.
Yeah, he tried the same move. He wanted to come back. Quentin Jenkins was like, what? That's number 19, not 18. Pardon me. That's Glisson. Nathan Glisson.
Let him play. Oh, that was a penalty, so.
Yeah, that's sorry. Yes. Let him play.
I love parents. They're the best.
So you walk off just 15 yards. Move it to the 37.
Yeah, not a spot foul like in the professional league. Go the dive.
Yep, and they have done an excellent job of that. Cleaver just nowhere to go.
They have.
You know, the big plays have come just from really good action with the football, faking it, some misdirection. Anytime a straight dive has been there, that's been the focus. That was the big key on the defense. Stop the dive coming into this game through the first 5 games for Taylor. Their big plays were right up the gut. Under 10 minutes to play. You know you're having an offensive season when you look up and the 67 points isn't even your season high.
Yeah, no doubt.
Timeout call. We'll take one as well. 9:41 to play in this football game. Marian leading Taylor on Comcast and the ISC Sports Network.
Getting 30% off any Donato's pizza during Peace and Love Days is kind of a big deal. It's a huge deal, actually. Get 30% off any pizza during Donato's Peace and Love Days when you order online. If you dig a great deal, dig into a pizza before this deal is over in just a few days. Order online today using promo code LOVE. Donato's. Every piece is important.
I've always liked Indianapolis. I've been interested in the bigger city life. The community and everything fell into place.
With my degree, I plan on becoming a pediatric nurse. Indianapolis has several hospitals and different options to choose from as to where I should go.
I chose Indianapolis because I love the Pacers, I love the Colts, and this is a basketball city. Just wanted to stay in the city, play in front of my friends and family, and try to give Marian my best.
Taylor has found themselves a connection here in this 4th quarter between McCloskey and Jack D'Arcy. I'm Scott McCauley along with Zach Graves. 9.5 to play in this football game. Number 5, Marian, leading 67-7, but DRC came into this game with 2 catches, grabs another one on that play.
Yeah, freshman making some plays here this afternoon.
Elijah McCloskey drops back, looking in that direction, and DRC couldn't make the play. It's a final. Was that game up in Michigan, or was that in
it was at Indiana Wesleyan.
It was at Indiana Wesleyan. So the Wildcats, ranked number 9 in the country, they knock off Concordia today, 23-13. So that will set up the big-time showdown next week here under the lights at St. Vincent Field. McCloskey gives it to the man up through. That's Cleaver down to the 10.
Yeah, crazy box score, too. Concordia outrushed Iowa 97 to 56 yards. Out-received them 327 to 185 yards. Had more first downs, more time of possession. Not sure exactly what the story is there, but they seem to outplay them, but lost by 10.
Yeah, so Indiana Wesleyan with that win now, the Wildcats 3-1. McCloskey spins down to about the 6.
I see now 4 interceptions.
4 picks,
yeah,
there you go.
4 picks will lose you a game.
So that'll be the big one. That's the game of the week next week in the NAIA. You'll have number 5 against number 9 if the rankings hold as they should. There is a chance maybe, some upsets and they shuffle. But the Wildcats will come into Indy, and last year they handed Mark Henniger his worst defeat, margin of defeat.
Yeah.
41-7, Iowa knocked off Marian last year. That was up at Indiana Wesleyan. That's a first down to the 5.
Yeah, I was watching that in the PNW last year. Had to turn it off. Got a little ugly there towards the end, and you just don't ever see Marian lose that way. So
it was 41-0.
They have revenge on the mind next week.
Mark Henniger has never had a deficit like that in his career at Marian. They were humbled. Now Marian bounced back, won out, made the playoffs, won a first-round game. But that was a big-time loss last year, and that was a statement win a year ago for Indiana Wesleyan. That really put that program on the map, the way they thumped Marian, and then they catapulted in the polls and ended up in the maybe 6th in the country when it was all said and done. That was a season-changing win for Indiana Wesleyan. Well, now they will come to Indianapolis. That'll be under the lights next week. That'll be a big one that you can see here on ISC. So that sets the stage for that matchup. Timeout called, 67-7. And Marian in this one, Zach, just started to really exert their will offensively.
Oh, yeah.
But the defense, it's just not an easy task trying to stop this team with that triple option. But they've done a great job, and really Logan Blake completely changes the game with that pick 6.
He did. I mean, that was, that switched it for Marian because Taylor really had an opportunity there to put a score up, then get the ball in the third quarter, which they were driving again. And now you have a situation where Taylor's driving down the field. Everyone in the game for Marian has been running Taylor's defense all week on the scout team. Now they got to come in here and face a triple option that they haven't seen since high school. So you see Taylor having some success moving the ball down the field and knocking on the door of a touchdown. But yeah, heck of a day for Marian offensively. Just a lot of production in the air, on the ground. Bundalo still, was off a little bit, but still finished with 65% completion percentage. Gibson ran the ball well. Hebler, Hunter, Reichert with those 2 touchdowns. Just everyone involved today. Pressler with a nice day. C.J. Young caught a touchdown.
Yeah, everyone came through today.
Nice stop.
Yep. Good job coming through. Hit and then wrap up Noah Earl Jackson.
4 down territory here, 2 yards away. Let's see if Marian can get a little goal line stand for these 2s and 3s.
3rd down, goal to go. So tough, though, to stop a triple option on goal to go. They can do about anything, but Marian's done an outstanding job.
Yep.
The only touchdown, the 80-yard touchdown pass offensively for Taylor. Cleaver will extend, and he's down.
I thought he was in.
Ricky Kwok came up, delivered a hit, and that knocks him just a little off balance. Watch number 3.
He didn't quite reach the ball out. He just goes straight down. I thought he was over the line, but they called him short.
4th down, goal to go.
Goal line stand.
For the 2s and 3s, This is 100% something you're playing for right here.
Oh, yeah. Now, is it the white line or the gray line there?
Yeah, you're right. It's got to be for soccer, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. They start them up.
Oh,
the 2s
yeah.
and 3s do the job. Celebrate.
Jacob Howell. Couple big plays last week for Howell. Defensive line coach Dan Smith was raving about him on the way home from the game last week, saying how good he's been playing, needed to get him more involved.
There's 44
he
right
is
there.
Unblocked, comes right off the edge, and makes the stop. Jacob Howell, big goal line stand for Marian.
And the whole sideline came over to celebrate. They know how big that is. Keep them out of the end zone.
That's awesome. Good job for him. He's been playing really well. Jacob Howell, big stop.
So now this Marian offense will come out. Backed up a bit. Keegan LaBelle will be the running back. Tristan Polk is now the quarterback. LaBelle carries it out to the 7-yard line. I mean, that's a nice little gain of 4. Get yourself out of the shadow of your goalpost.
Also a good thing for Marian today, too. This could be viewed as somewhat of a trap game. You were looking ahead to a top 10 matchup last week. They came right out and just took care of business. I mean, just really efficient offensively, taking those long drives, getting scores every drive, not turning the ball over. I mean, just an excellent job today.
And LaBelle breaks free.
Again.
You know, when you just think back to what the running back coach, Chris Silva, said, he is a lot quicker and shiftier than you think.
Look at that. That's a great job up front, number 1. But there are guys who have a chance to tackle him, and he just gets away.
Yeah, this starts at the 3, and already 2 carries, you're out to the 22-yard line.
Not bad.
And when you're the road team, because your traveling party is small, your number 1 stay on the field for defense.
Yep.
Under 5 minutes to play. Falling forward. That's been a good theme today for the running backs.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
Well, next week, when Indiana Wesleyan comes into town, it's a big celebration as Marian will be celebrating 15 years of Marian University football. 15 years. My partner, Zach Graves, he's a part of that 15-year history. So many former players scheduled to come back, to come to that game, to be around. I know the tailgate. Here's LaBelle swinging it outside. How excited are you? When does your weekend start next week? When does some guys start to get in town?
There's some guys coming in Friday night. We're trying to get a few guys to play golf Saturday morning since the tailgate doesn't start till 3. We got guys, driving in from Chicago. I mentioned earlier, flying in from Florida and Houston and all these different places because guys, after school you go different places. A lot of, some guys are coaching high school football, so they have to wait till the game's over before they can commute up to Indianapolis. But I'm just so excited to see everyone. It's been too long for most of these guys.
You give it to LaBelle on 3rd down and 2, and the officials are going to spot him. What are you looking forward to the most?
Just seeing guys that you haven't seen in 10 years. You know what I mean? There's the tailgate will be special because everyone will be in the same spot, and you can catch up with guys and see how everyone's doing. I mean, not everyone has social media, so some of these guys I have not seen or talked to in 10 years. So it'll be really cool to see those guys. After college, you go back where you're from. There's some guys from Fort Wayne and other spots in Indiana that you just haven't seen in a while. They never really come back down. So to have everyone in one spot will be really, really cool.
Jack Henniger throws a pass, swings it out, and the catch is made. So they bring in Jack Henniger, and he completes the pass to Armani Glass. He'll carry it into just shy of midfield at the 49.
Nice job blocking out there by the receivers. Glass makes a play.
What I think is going to be eye-opening next week for so many players when they come back is how the campus has changed. Where they used to park is now buildings.
Yeah.
The campus has completely changed. They'll hand it off, and just getting across the 50-yard line is Jacob Wetzel. The other thing will be, it's a night game. Indiana Wesleyan is a team that really is, Marian has just played in the last 4 years.
And they'll have people here.
Yes, they will. For a lot of guys, depending on when they left, as you mentioned earlier, the rivalry was St. X, it was St. Xavier.
Yes.
Then it was St. Francis for a bit. The next chapter is going to be Indiana Wesleyan, and I think all those former players are going to come in and see just how big of a game that really is. Here's Wetzel carrying it to the 45-yard line. That will be eye-opening for them to think, who is this new school we're facing?
Yeah, back in the day.
And it will be an incredible atmosphere.
Yeah, back in the day, it was St. X who had, you have the national runner-up, or excuse me, the semifinals in 2011 where St. X upset Marian. That kept us from going to the championship game, and then they ended up winning it. And that was a huge rivalry from 11, 12, and on. And then we just stopped playing them. St. Franny, like you mentioned there for a while, and kind of always has been.
Yeah.
But now IWU is the new kids on the block, and it's quite the rivalry. We saw a game a couple years ago. We were up there. It got very chippy at times, and like those guys, each team wants to beat each other in the game, in recruiting, and in every aspect. So it'll be fun.
That 2019 game that you speak of was at Indiana Wesleyan. Marian was undefeated. That was the team that was trying to do something special. And that was not an easy win they had at Indiana Wesleyan.
No, it
All right.
not.
Everyone is going crazy because Prince Farahi is now in at running back, number 36. The rugby player is in. The entire sideline, and now timeout is called. The entire sideline just came and made some noise with number 36 coming in.
We'd love to see a house call right now. How cool would that be?
So I don't know much about his background. He is a rugby player. But on the back of the helmets, they have the sticker where you're from.
Yes.
He has a sticker of England on the back of his helmet. Am I right?
Wales.
Wales, yeah. So this is a guy that's coming in, played rugby.
That's so cool.
No real experience with American football.
I love that. That's a cool story. And he's going to get the rock here. They're not going to throw it.
So the whole sideline just erupted in noise when he checks in. And we'll get our first look at number 36, Prince.
Here we go.
Yep, he will line up. They'll give him the ball. He'll sprint to the outside, make a man miss, spin off another one.
He got it. First down.
On 4th down and 3. Look at the sideline.
That's as cool as it gets, man. 140 guys, and they're all cheering on.
I'd say he wasn't very decisive on that 4th and 3.
No, not really.
4th and 3.
He got it. I don't even know if he went the
spot.
right way. Jack had to turn around and give him the ball where he was.
And now Marian will take that knee.
Pretty cool.
And he gets to stay out there in the best formation
Yeah, I
in
don't
football.
know if he was supposed to
He's
go left.
looking at the sideline. He's not even sure, what am I going to do in this one?
I don't think he was supposed to go left. The way Jack Henniger tried to hand him off the ball, he had to turn all the way around, but really cool. Gets the first down.
Hey, and you're in the books as a college football player.
That's right.
And the final seconds will run off here, and Marian 67-7 over Taylor. And the 5th-ranked Knights move to 4-0, 2-0 in East play, and it sets up the big game next Saturday night, 6:05.
Big one.
Come on out to St. Vincent Field, but I'm going to warn you, get your tickets now because it will be standing room only when number 9 Indiana Wesleyan comes into town. It's going to be a monster game next Saturday night under the lights. We'll come back and hear from the head football coach, Mark Henniger. The Knights beat Taylor 67-7. You've been watching Marian football on Comcast and the ISC Sports Network.
Getting 30% off any Donato's pizza during Peace and Love Days is kind of a big deal. It's a huge deal, actually. Get 30% off any pizza during Donato's Peace and Love Days when you order online. If you dig a great deal, dig into a pizza before this deal is over in just a few days. Order online today using promo code LOVE. Donato's. Every piece is important.
I've always liked Indianapolis. I've been interested in the bigger city life. The community and everything fell into place.
With my degree, I plan on becoming a pediatric nurse. Indianapolis has several hospitals and different options to choose from as to where I should go.
I chose Indianapolis because I love the Pacers, I love the Colts, and this is a basketball city. Just wanted to stay in the city, play in front of my friends and family, and try to give Marian my best.
Does your school offer high-quality education? Does it offer virtual or hybrid options? Marian University Preparatory School educates students in a safe, faith-based environment focused on college and career exploration. Here at Marian University Preparatory School, we empower parents and help students to master what they love and learn as they live. We are now enrolling students in grades 6 through 9 this fall. Full financial aid packages are still available. Act now to make MU Prep your school for 2022.
Is your building haunted or infested with icky snakes? Then tear it down. The Raise Trash Demolition Squad can flatten buildings up to 3 stories tall. Whether it's a commercial or residential structure, the Raise Trash Demo experts will make it go boom. And with their roll-off containers, they'll haul away the mess quicker than you can say, hey, there used to be a building there. Bring your old fire trap to its knees with Raise Trash.
RaiseTrash.com.
Raise Trash.
Marian 67-7 over Taylor. What an incredible afternoon of football. Perfect afternoon for football. Congratulations to head coach Mark Henniger. His 87th win at Marian. His 47th here at home. Picks up the win over Marian. Coach, congratulations on the win. And I know coaches talk about being connected, having everyone buying in, having teammates there for everyone. I want to talk about the 4th down play that just ended that game. The sideline erupted when number 36 came into the game. Tell us Prince's story and what that was like, seeing him. It wasn't a decisive run on 4th and 3, but man, did he get that yardage.
Yeah, that was really fun. Yeah, he's a came to us kind of in the spring. I hear somebody in the background here. I don't know what. So, can you guys hear me?
Yes,
yeah,
we can. Go right ahead, Coach. You sound great.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, he came to us in the spring saying that he wanted to play football. He's a rugby guy from Wales, and just came in and said, "Coach, I think I'd like to play football." And we're like, "All right, man, let's do it." And great teammate. Guy works hard. Like literally on August the 8th, when we moved in, he knew nothing about the game of football other than what he's just watched on television. And he's gotten now to where he's actually, he may end up being our scout team player of the week. He was really kind of hell on wheels for us all week, like running the dive back and all that kind of stuff. So just a great teammate, great guy. We were finally able to get him eligible this week. I mean, you're waiting on getting transcripts sent from Wales, so it's a little unusual in that sense, but really happy that he was able to get in the game and guy played a college football game and got a carry, got a first down, and again, like the sideline's going absolutely crazy for him because, he's just such a great dude and everybody loves him.
Pretty cool moment, Coach. I want to talk about towards the end of that first half, Taylor's driving down. They have a chance to put a score up and get the ball in the 3rd quarter, and then Logan Blake, 3rd pick 6 of his career, broke the school record. Talk about how big of a momentum shifter that was.
Yeah, that was a huge momentum shifter. I mean, we gave up the big play, right before that, gave up on the double move that we'd practiced all week, and Danny's just sick about it right now, and he's got to turn the page and get over it. But they had some momentum there, and they're the type of team that they. And you remember this, Zach, from when you played. I mean, they haven't changed. I mean, it's like Taylor forces you to beat them. Usually we're going to walk in and be more athletic but they're well coached, they're disciplined, they force you to beat them, and we made a couple of mistakes and kind of let them back in, and so yeah, that was a huge momentum play. And I think once we got to that point, then I think our defense was able to settle down a little bit, and then we were able to play, really finish the thing out the way that we want to finish it out. So huge play, and that's when you get into games like this. I mean, you rely on your big players, your big time players have to make those big time plays, and it was right there for him, and he made it, and able to outrun the guy who had an angle on him, and huge play for us in the game. Huge play.
It was an incredible play. It completely changed the game. Then you forced turnovers to open up that third quarter, and the offense today, until Zach Bundalo exited, every time they touched the football, all but one possession ended in a touchdown.
Yeah.
Now you've hit that stretch. You're 4-0. Now we know how big this stretch is coming up now, beginning with Indiana Wesleyan. How sharp was the offense today?
Yeah, I mean, really, really good. And we challenged the offense today. Just, when you play Taylor or, a team like that's going to run the football, like your opportunities are limited. You don't have, I don't know, I'd have to go back and look, but like the number of possessions, I'm sure we had fewer possessions today than we normally have. And so it becomes that much more important and that much more critical that you're efficient with the opportunities that you have. And so I think that our offense just really, did a fantastic job. I think, we were great on third down. We got put into some tough spots there early in a couple of those drives with, a holding penalty and so we were backed up against it there a couple times, and they came through and were able to extend the drives and Zach just played really well. The wind took a couple of his balls there in that first drive. I'm sure he'd like to have those throws back, but just managing the offense, he's done better and better with that. He's cool and calm, and our guys that when they had opportunities to make plays, they made them. And again, just in that game, again, you've got to take advantage of those opportunities because you don't get a ton of them.
Yeah, it was a great job, great all-around win, offense, defense. Outstanding today in the win over Taylor. Now it's Iowa week. Looking forward to seeing you and your squad next Saturday night. It's going to be a big-time atmosphere then tomorrow, and I wish you all the best, Coach.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We've got to have a great week, and we're excited to be where we are.
Congratulations. That's head coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Mark Henniger comes home with the W. Marian is now 4-0, and next week is the game they take on Indiana Wesleyan next Saturday. I want to thank our director, Jordan Shue. I want to thank all our cameramen, Elijah, West, Dylan, Ian. Graphics was Daryl. Replay was Dennis Glover. So great to be a part of this ISC Sports Network and on Comcast. For Zach Graves, I'm Scott McCauley. Huge win. Number 5, Marian is 4-0. An impressive win over Taylor. 67-7 is your final. Thanks for watching Marian University football on Comcast and the ISC Sports Network.
Meet Chip. 30 years ago, he started a small business with a big idea. Today, there's a new building, a new fleet of equipment, and a new era of leadership. But we know Chip, and at Indiana Members Credit Union, we know he plans to keep growing, building business with the next generation. IMCU is here to help with secure and simple account management tools and commercial financing to grow business. Today, it's all about Chip. Tomorrow, it's all about you. Because at IMCU, it's you that matters.